What do you do when you know that you're meant for more impact, more success, more fulfillment, but you're stuck in a life that doesn't actually reflect your potential? You know, you're feeling frustrated, you're looking around at your circumstances and your environment, and it just doesn't reflect the time and energy that you've been pouring into yourself, and knowing deep down how amazing and driven and talented and strong and confident you are, and yet it is not being reflected in your external reality. This is the silent struggle of very high potential people, where the world sees you as fine. You know, you're successful, you're accomplished. On paper, you're doing okay. You're probably doing better than most, whether you have a successful career with a medium to high paying job or a business. But deep down, you know that you're playing small. You know that you are meant for more. And yet you're feeling perhaps caged or trapped by a sense of comfort, maybe fear, obligations. And this is the pain. This is the pain of untapped potential. And this is the pain that, I've felt for so many years, right? Like it was years upon years where I was trapped in these jobs where I just felt so out of place, where I was noticing a lot of really immature, toxic behavior unfolding around me, where I wasn't feeling challenged or stimulated, where I wasn't really growing, where I knew that I was meant for more beyond those four walls, and yet nothing was changing and I was staying stuck. And you might be feeling the same way. And so I want you to realize that you can break free of these invisible forces that are causing you to feel stuck. The first couple that come to mind is fear of failure, fear of, what might go wrong if you are to step outside, to take a risk, to put yourself in your discomfort zone, to try and expand your potential and unlock it, but also the fear of success. It's quite insidious and it's two-sided, where you're afraid of perhaps the challenges and the responsibilities and the changes that may come with success. Changes to your identity, changes to your relationships, changes to your habits, right? You may be feeling a sense of internalized pressure not to disappoint others around you at work, maybe family members, maybe loved ones, maybe your partner. Maybe you tell yourself stories like, it's too late, I should just be grateful for where I am. Who am I to want more? Maybe it's for these people, but it's not for me. I'm here to remind you that these are just survival beliefs. They are not factual, and they are not the truth of your soul. So the soul and your soul is here for fuller expression and expansion of your potential. Your soul wants to grow. It wants to expand. It wants to unlock its potential that lies within. And so the best way for you to reconnect with your truth, with your soul's journey, which is what's been helping me, is by just starting to listen to the whisper inside you. Maybe it calls when you're about to put your head on the pillow, maybe when you're in the shower. It's the dream, it's the vision, it's the picture that you get into your mind. I'm not the only one that gets this, right? There's a reason that you have dreams and goals and visions. I believe that they weren't just random things that popped into your head. They are messages from the future version of yourself to the present day version of yourself, calling you through excitement, through passion, through enthusiasm. And they've placed these visions in your mind because they know that you can achieve them and realize them. And so listen to the whispers and identify where your life and values are out of alignment. And this can be tough. Genuinely get radically honest about what you want and what you're tolerating. Maybe you're someone that wants to grow a purposeful impact business that changes the lives of millions of people. Maybe you want to start a boutique business. Maybe you want to become an entrepreneur within your organization. maybe you have all of these goals, and yet, maybe you are in a job or a situation or a relationship which doesn't reflect the goals in mind. And so it's really important to take inventory and take stock about where are you out of alignment. And I want to equip you with 3 important mindset shifts that have really served me on this journey. Firstly, that you're not behind. I think a common misconception that a lot of people have is that because they are not subscribing to the societal convention and perceptions of success or how life should unfold, that you're somehow behind, that you're not at the same level as someone else because you're not earning as much, because you're not in a relationship, because you don't have a high paying job, because you don't have a business. These are all just reasons. These are all just excuses and limiting beliefs. You're not behind because there's no standard and there's no benchmark for where you should be at any point in life. In fact, you are being prepared. So the fact that you're experiencing this discomfort is a sign that you are being prepared for your next greatest evolution. I remember hands down when I was experiencing a lot of emotional turmoil, working in these jobs where I was feeling really out of place, where I wasn't challenged, where I wasn't stimulated, and I was relying heavily on drugs and alcohol to cope. I had just learned that my father tried to end his own life, and I knew that I was so much more than my circumstances. And I knew that I was meant for something greater. And this discomfort and this resistance and this misalignment that I was experiencing was the very thing that preceded my biggest quantum leap into growing an impact business that supported thousands of people around the world. And that is just the soul's journey. It's the hero's journey. It is not because you're behind. It's because you're being prepared. So that's the first mindset shift I want to share with you. The second one is the cost of staying stuck is far, far greater than the risk of trying. By just staying stuck, think about the 80-year-old version of yourself, right? That is, approaching death and is perhaps feeling regretful, remorseful that you never lived up to your full potential. The cost of staying stuck is far greater than the risk of trying, because imagine if you try and imagine if you fail, which you absolutely will, because that is a natural part of the process of trying and goal achievement. Imagine how proud of yourself you will be knowing that you tried, knowing that you put yourself in certain situations which forced you to grow. You stepped outside of your comfort zone. How proud the 80-year-old version of yourself will be. In the long run, the cost of staying stuck is far greater than the risk of trying. The last mindset shift I want to share with you is that you don't need to leap overnight. This isn't a one and done process. This isn't something that happens straight away. You just need to start aligning daily. If you're someone who knows that you deserve to live in a fit, strong, and healthy body. I believe we all deserve to live in a fit, strong, and healthy body. But perhaps you notice that you're eating foods that aren't reflective of that. Perhaps you're taking substances that aren't reflective of that. Just start small with those tiny micro shifts in habits. Align with the greater truth of who you are daily. You don't need to try and tackle everything all at once. That is a recipe for overwhelm. So you don't need to make a quantum leap overnight. You just need to start aligning daily. It can happen a lot faster than you think. And so I just want to bring this in for a landing now as we're closing in on 10 minutes and just ask you a question. What is one part of your potential that you have perhaps ignored or suppressed? So I'd love to hear from you. Please drop a comment below. Let me know if this was useful for you. This is just one Aussie bloke's opinion and perspective on life. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please challenge me or share with me what resonated with you. Please like and subscribe. And let's get this out to more people. And yeah, I hope you have a really beautiful day or night ahead. I'm here for you, and I love you so much, and I'll see you very soon.